Seku.
All right, how y'all doing? No, come on, y'all. How y'all doing? Y'all all right?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
All right. My name is Chairman Seku. On May 5th, there is an election for mayor of this town. And I have declared my candidacy last year to run for mayor. Now, this one is not rocket scientist. All right? It's coming in the mail. Check the box, Chairman Seku. And then we will move immediately to eradicate poverty in this city. One of the deals that we're faced with is you got folks who are running our lives, a few folks, got all of us held hostage to their political will. Now, their will is about me, myself, and I. They don't care nothing about us. Nothing. And yet, the time has come for us to care everything about us because we got to work with. Is that right? Amen. Now, we have one problem. One, we are totally disorganized to go heads up with them who are organized. Amen. What does that mean? We got to be better organized than they are. Which means we got to come together in unity on the principle of an undying love for the masses of the people, no matter what. No matter what. Do you hear me? Because it's going to be love that's going to change the paradigm, the thinkings, and the hearts and minds of folks who don't have the humanity to care about humanity. You can't tell me you love humanity. You want to solve the problems of the planet and the global warming and the ice polars are melting and all of that shit, and we're up here starving to death. You hear me? Now, they're the ones who created all of that. Not us. Not us. They did it. And they're the first ones to talk about social responsibility and taking care of the mess you create. Well, guess what? They are not responsible. Any human being who sees another human being suffering that doesn't stand up for the masses of the people and their right not to suffer has got to be removed from any position of power that's going to be regulating our lives. And that's for real talk. So now, what do we got to do? We got to go out in masses and turn the vote out. Democracy does not work when you do not participate. It just ain't gonna happen. All right? So, we're talking about it's coming to your mailbox. Over in the shelters, or wherever your address is, get your mail, and all you gotta do is check the box. You check the box, and it's on like popcorn, I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you, it's on like popcorn. Because what we need is a regime change. If we don't change the regime, we cannot change the system. The system is run by human beings. We create the computers. They don't create us. We do all of that. So then we got to start putting a face on the system to make it human so that folks won't think me running is something impossible to happen that won't never happen because it's way beyond their imagination. Way beyond it. And that's why I'm winning. Woo! That's why I'm winning. Because when we win, I win. Now, you are my boss. You're my boss. I do what you tell me to do. Not you do what I tell you to do. And so in this process of democracy, if you go to the website www.democracy.com facebook.com/Seku, you will see a people's platform. We're going to launch the platform on February the 14th, Valentine's Day, one day alone. And then what we're going to do is move out on that. Now, you go to that website, you don't see your issue on there, then you put it on there. And then we're going to take the top 5 hits, and that's what we're going to do. Now, everybody has an equal opportunity to get yours in the top 5. You pick up your phone, go and talk to the people that you know in your phone, tell them to go to the website, hit your dream, and then that's it. That's it. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
All right, now, come on now, you got to be with me now. All right? Now, once we do that, then that becomes something that is not compromisable. That's principle, which means we're going to do that by any means necessary. And we're going to stop some of this mess. We're talking about people who are being murdered, unarmed by the police. Now, Michael is in charge of the police chief, and he's in charge of hiring all of the folks who do the police work. So all of those killings go back to Michael Hancock because he hasn't stopped it yet. In 4 years, we have had more killings of unarmed citizens in this town ever in the history of Denver, Colorado. Now, only people getting murdered is people who ain't got no gun. You understand me? Which means we have the right to defend our life. We have that right. That cop is another human being. He puts his pants on one leg at a time, and he can bleed just like me, just like you. And they need to be consequenced for real. They need to have a reasonable respect of daytime for the citizens and counties in Denver, and your weapon is your last resort. And as mayor, it will definitely be your last resort, because before you fire a shot, you better call me first to see if I can get down there and fix that mess. See, we're going to have to get down and dirty with this. We're going to have to get down and dirty with this. There will be no killing in my jails. I will move my office from across that street into the city county of Denver jailhouse and be one of the peoples in there. So now that's my office, and you will respect my office, which means that everybody in there is going to be respectful. That means that sheriff is not to be disrespected. He's supposed to be called yes sir, no sir, and he is supposed to respond to the inmate yes sir, no sir. And if anybody disrespects the decorum of my office, I'm going to put you out of my office. Now, where you going to go? I know on this town ain't nothing but killer cops. And you will be wearing an orange jumpsuit that says shoot me because I'm crazy. And that's your consequence. That's sheriff and that's inmate. And I will be there. There will be no more lawsuits in this town because there'll be no more of this mess no more. You got to move from over there, get to the front line, and then you got to get down and dirty with it. I ain't got no problems getting down and dirty with the police. For real, I was born and raised here in 5 Points. Down there, there wasn't no sense in talking about it. He said, put up your hands, we tell him, put up your hands. And he take off running. Because we wasn't playing, see? We wasn't playing. So they have a reasonable understanding of how things work. There are other issues, the Housing First Initiative. We are proposing that same program in Utah be instituted by the city and county of Denver. Now, I have a $2 billion budget as your mayor. Do you understand what I'm saying? And the name of this game is called Those Who Are Last Become First, and those who are first are going to be last. Yeah. And that's just the law. Because this is real simple. And we got to get back to some simple stuff. Self-government is your best government. That means you check you from the neck up. Because you got some sense. Come on now.
Like Seku.
And we know there's one law that everybody understands. You want to treat people the way you want to be treated. Is that right? Is that right? Now, we got to get back to practicing the things that make us human. Because now we have a bunch of two-legged land rats. But we got to civilize, so we're going to have to civilize the beast in the cops, for real. And that starts with you getting out of my city and you can't work here no more if you disrespect a man, a woman, or a child, an ant, a rat, or a cat. You're gonna act like you got some sense up in there. So I'm gonna close this out. I got some cards. I want y'all each one take one, pass them on. Let's go get busy and check the box. And if you check the box, I'll check this mess, and it won't be no SH, because it ain't gonna be no IT. There you go. Woo!